welcome back to Makeup Monday. So school just started last week for me and I am in my senior year of high school and I just think that is so crazy. But I've seen a lot of videos like this where people will say how they did their makeup in the past. Now, I am only a senior in high school, so obviously it hasn't been years since I graduated and all that stuff. When I was younger, the only really makeup I wore was for competition dance. So if you guys want to see a video where I show you guys how I used to wear my makeup for stuff like that, just give this a thumbs up. My school's show is actually coming up in November, so I'll probably do a stage makeup routine that I usually do for that when the time comes. But I just thought I would take you back to when I was in my 8th grade / freshman year of high school, and I'll show you how I used to do my makeup and what I used to do. And honestly, everything I learned from makeup I learned from people here on YouTube. Mostly I love to watch Bethany Moda with my friend Idina. Every time I went to my friend Idina's house, we would watch Bethany Moda videos, especially her like Halloween tutorials, but mostly like a lot of her stuff. Those were my main primary people that I was watching and learning from. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the video. But before we start, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe if you are new here. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram. I will put my link in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into today's tutorial. The first thing I used to do when I started my makeup was I used concealer. I didn't use foundation. This is the Icing Expert Face Brightening Illuminator and Concealer Corrector little like waxes. So what I would do is I would open it up, and I'd usually just use this side because I didn't really know what brightening meant, and I'd take it on my ring finger and I would just put it underneath my eyes, and that is it. I don't know, I just didn't really know about highlighting and all that stuff, so I would just blend it in with my finger. And I think this was like, I got it like on sale for like $1 or like 99 cents. So that is the main reason I picked this up. Everybody would use, I don't even remember what it was, but they would use this like cream concealer, and I had no idea where it was from. All I knew is that when I saw something similar to things people were using. So then next what I would do is I would take this CoverGirl Compact. This is the CoverGirl Clean Normal Skin Pressed Powder in the shade 150 Creamy Beige, and it just looks like this. When I would ride the train with her to work, she would give me her little compact mirror to play with. So I would just sit there staring at myself, and the smell was something very familiar. I actually picked this up and I knew it looked familiar, but I couldn't put my finger on what it was. And then I opened it and I smelled it, and that's when everything. So I would just take the little like thingy it comes with, and I would just do my whole face. I guess this is like okay because I didn't really wear foundation. So like this is a powder foundation, I think, so this is fine. So I would just do that because I would see everybody, you know, with their little powder, and just do my little foundation powder, just setting my face, you know, setting down nothing. Then I would take bronzer, and this is, I bought because Bethany Moda used it. This is the Milani XL Bronzer All Over Glow in the shade number 1 Bronze Glow, and it says on the back it is tan in a pan. So what I would do is I took this big poofy brush from Icing and I would swirl my brush around, and I would literally, I would do like my whole face, because this girl in my 8th grade class, literally whenever we did like plays and stuff, she would like come in with foundation that was like way too dark for her skin, but she'd be like, it's bronzer, it makes you tan. And we were all so fascinated. It was great. Also, I just want to put it out there that when I was in 7th and 6th to 8th grade, so like junior high, I would do makeup for shows for other people, but I just like didn't like to wear it myself until high school. Now that our face is completely tanned, I feel like this didn't really do anything. I feel like it did more damage back then. So after I bronzed up my face, I would go straight into eyeshadow. I didn't use eyeshadow primer. I knew about Urban Decay Primer Potion because my friend Idina was like, I like Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I didn't know what that meant. But I really didn't use primer up until like later on, so I'm just gonna go in without primer. So this is an e.l.f. palette that's literally broken. The shadows, like it smells like not bad, but like chemically. But I don't know, there was part of me, I couldn't let this go because this was the palette I used for everyone for when I did shows, because it had an array of colors and I just used this for like everyone, and I just couldn't, I don't know, I didn't throw it away, and I'm kind of glad I didn't now. So I would take this like champagne-y rose gold color on this Estee Lauder brush. I feel like this is dirty. I would take this champagne color and I'd put it all over my lid. And the only reason I still have these brushes is because I used to take them from my mom and she still uses them. So I'd put this all over my lid to make it look brighter. I take this color, this like brown here, to put in my crease because I kind of knew what I was doing. You know, you put the darker color in the crease. So in my sophomore year, I had a phase where I was like, why do you put the darker color in the crease? Why don't you put the lighter color in the crease? And then I did that for a little bit, so that's the thing that happened. So yeah, I would just do that. And that was literally it. Sometimes if I was feeling a little bold, I had another brush from them, and I would take the color right underneath that brown, and then I'd put that on the outer lid. Not the outer corner, the outer lid. Yeah, like that. Except you have to remember that back then I didn't really know what I was doing, so it probably didn't look like this. I feel like this looks a lot better than how it used to. And of course, you had to do was take the white. I used to take this on my pinky. You see how like much of that I used? And you had to put this on the inner corner to open up your eyes. Also, just want to say I didn't wear blush because I thought that it made your cheeks too red because I didn't know how to put it on right. So I wouldn't wear blush. So yeah, everybody would be like, yeah, you put the white on your inner corner and it opens up your eyes. Except you have to do it right for it to look like that. And then for mascara, I used this Benefit They're Real Mascara. My mom used to get Birchbox, but she never like used anything in it, so I don't know. But it just kind of piled up in her drawer. And then when I got into makeup, I kind of just took everything. So I would use this Benefit They're Real Mascara. This was, I think, the only mascara that I owned at the time, and it was my favorite. Right, now I don't really, it's not, I feel like I have others that are better. I kind of guess it looks really nice when you don't have like eyeliner or anything with it. But I would just do this. Oh, I just got that away. I wouldn't put on that much though. Like that'd be probably it. All I remember is that they'd be like, focus on the outer corners. So that way like, you look like you have bigger eyelashes. My eyelashes are really small. And then after all was said and done, it was time for a lipstick, and I had two lipstick choices. I had this Victoria's Secret Blackberry lip gloss that I can't find anywhere, and I'm really upset because I love the way it smells. Or this lipstick from Maybelline in the shade So Pearly. And as we can see, this is way too late, but this was the lipstick. It's got a shimmer in it and everything. I used to put on a lot because I thought I wasn't getting it out of the tube, but it just didn't have that much color. It was more of a frost. And once I did that, I would usually put on my favorite Minnie Mouse cupcake shirt. That was my go-to shirt. It was like Minnie Mouse, but a cupcake. I still have it. I was gonna wear it for this video, but I didn't feel like changing. So I would wear that, and I would have my hair down like this, and I'd have a bow headband that actually I broke and I'm actually really upset about. But it would be a bow headband with like a big white bow on the side, and I'd get out and go party. That was really all I did. Most of the times I didn't even use my bronzer or my concealer. I would just do powder, eyeshadow, mascara, and lips, and that was it. I was ready to go. So yeah, this is most likely, if you saw me my freshman year of high school, this is kind of what I'd look like. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to comment down below any more suggestions for like challenges or any makeup things you'd like for me to do. I have some fall ideas planned, but if there's anything you really want to see, please feel free to leave that in the comments below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.
What's her name? Dope2111? Dope2111? I literally still have everything. Like, I'm kept everything. I was like, one day I'm gonna need this stuff again, and that's today. And then the exact, I keep saying the exact as though, because literally all of this is the exact same stuff that I use. Is this Maybelline? I don't think this is Maybelline. No, yes it is. Well, I hate my camera falls. Like, you know, you have one job, and that's